Hello guys, Shapeshifting here with a new video for Path of Exile 2. And yesterday we had the update, the last druid. And in that update we had shapeshifting. And I'm going to give you guys a guide for it. So I played a little bit around with it. I'm going to show you guys how you can synergize it with Ascendancy that we already got, because that was for me not really clear. So first of all, let's get started with the start. So you will need to have a new weapon that we got now in the game to transfer or shapeshift to 3 forms that you can get. So it's called the talisman. So you can see these are all talisman that I already found. And if you got the talisman, the game is going to allow you to shapeshift. So if you don't have this weapon, you cannot shapeshift. Simply said. If you have a look to the talisman, you will see 3 icons here. So you will have 3 shape-shifting forms in the game. That's the bear, that's the werewolf, and that is the wyvern. Why is it important that you can click here? It's not only to have a look how it looks, the shape-shifting, but your basic attack will always be linked to what you activate here. So you can see here at the moment I'm on the wyvern. Rend is the basic attack. If I go now to the bear, you will see it will change to maul. If I go to the werewolf, it will change to shred. That's the only reason why those icons are here. So if you don't want to use a basic attack of a shape-shifting form, it's not really that important. So what can you do? You can put it here. And if you click now, you use the basic attack from the werewolf. And every time that you used it, this you will shapeshift to the werewolf. So that's number 1. Then the next step. So we got now a lot of gems that are linked to one of the shapeshifting forms. And the gems, they are going, if you use a gem that is linked to a certain form, you will shapeshift to that form. That's something very tricky, but that's how it works. So you can make a lot of combinations. So you are not pinned to play always one shape form. You can just switch between them all. And that's really interesting. And you can play, of course, with an ascendancy or a class that we already got. I got that. So I'm going to show you guys that. So if you go now to your gems, I'm going to craft one. Here. So when you right click on it, so you're going to cut a gem. And if you go now to Primal, you will find all the new gems that we got here. And what is now important to know what kind of shapeshifting is linked to the gem, you just need to hover over it. So Furious Slam, you can see shapeshift into a bear. So if I got this gem and I use it, I will go to a bear form. Then another one, Flame Breath. If I use Flame Breath, I will shapeshift in a wyvern. So the gems is going to let you shapeshift. And that makes it very interesting, because that makes a lot of combos ready. I still need to go into depth in the new spells, because I didn't check them what are good combinations, but I can already see some combinations that will work with certain classes that we already got. So how can you see it? Very easy, you just type here. So if you want to get all the bear forms, just do bear. If you want to get all the werewolf wolf gems, here you can do it. And for the wyvern, you do just the same. And then you can just test them. Here we go. Then you can just test them, what feels strong, what is weak, and so on. So that's how you do it. But how does it look? So, for example, I got now my basic attack is the werewolf, and I got here all barrage, that is the wyvern, and I'm going to stack Furious Slam, that's going to shapeshift me to the bear. So you just need to come here to your screen, and then you just need to put, of course, the gem like always here. Otherwise, you simply cannot use them. So I'm going to put now here, I'm going to get my Berserk away for a brief moment. I'm going to put it off first. Then I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to put in a bear skill or gem. shapeshift into a bear. Here we go, and then you can put it here. And now you can play like this. So I'm going to do basic attack now. Werewolf, bear, and now I do this. So you can just constantly switch around. And that makes it very strong. Of course, you need to shapeshift the entire time. That's maybe not so good. But I think you can get some very strong combos with it. So I'm doing now this. Up, here I go. Here is the bear. Because some of the gems from the bear are giving certain buffs. Like you can build really good rage with the bear. Some of the wyverns are doing some stuff. And therefore I see potential in a playstyle like this. But of course, it's still fresh, and you guys can see that's how it works. But now we are going to the next step. So how can you synergize it with, for example, a Titan? Because I see some good things happening with the Titan and with some shapeshifting forms. So first of all, gems are linked to weapons in this game. And for the Titan spells, you need to have a mace. So you can see, I put now my mace at 1. And I put now my talisman at 2. So what does that mean? That is, if you use, for example, a spell, I'm going to switch automatically to my Titan. So I can do this, then I go werewolf, then I go bear, then I go wyvern, and then I jump again, and so on and so on. But there is a trick in the game, of course. Because if you don't do it, it's not going to work. So you will see that my mace is in slot 1, and my talisman is in slot 2. So what do you need to do is the next. So if, for example, your leap slam is not working, that means that you need to do this. So leap slam is linked to weapon 1. So you click here, and then you need to be sure that it's linked to weapon 1. Otherwise, it's not working. So if you by accident do this, so I linked it now to weapon 2, but that's my talisman, and I cannot leap slam with my talisman, you will see that my leap slam is not working. I cannot use it. So that's the problem. So you can do it like this, and now I can leap slam. So be sure that you know that the weapon type for the gem is at the right weapon type. That's very important. So you can see here Shred is at 2 because that's where my talisman is. Oil Barrage is at 2 too. If I change this to 1 only, you will see that Oil Barrage is not usable. So be sure that you're on the right weapon type, otherwise you cannot jump between the shapeshifting and your class that you want to play. So it's opening a lot of combos. But of course, those combos need to be found first by playing. But it's really cool. I like it a lot. I'm not sure why I'm saying it. Maybe it can work with the Titan. A Titan is very good with slams. And what I saw was right away that there are a couple of slams on the bear. And I think maybe they can work really well. And you can build really quick rage on a bear. And that's very good for a Titan too. So if you see here the bear, so you can see... here we go. So there are a couple of slams, like Furious Slam is a slam. And slam synergize really well with the Titan, because we got like Aftershock. And therefore I think maybe there is somewhere something that we can do. But that was for the tutorial, guys. Just play around. And if you got trouble with leveling through the campaign, because... what is the problem at the moment? The shape-shifting forms are new. You will not find a guide that says to you, this is very good, this will work. So, but you will find a lot of guides for already classes that we got for some time. So you can just start Titan, Warrior, just play through the campaign, and then you can try a little bit shape-shifting. Because there are already a lot of guides how you can go really quick with the Titan through the campaign, and then do the shape-shifting at the side. Test a little bit on bosses, because if you go purely shape-shifting from the start, it can be really, really hard, I think. What I see, because it's all new and there are no guides. Thanks for watching, have fun, bye bye.